Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian and his trusty sidekick.
Hello.
This is I know you've already seen this model before for our regular viewers. I've managed to finish it off by putting snow on it, which is quite good.
Yeah, because I bought some. It looks cool.
Yeah, the snow is made out of base tex. I made my own base tex and I thought it looked quite good. And I was originally going to cover the roofs of these buildings in snow, but I thought that didn't look as good. So I've sort of done it with patches of snow in a sort of realistic manner.
Yeah, it's not Christmas yet, so I can't do that.
Yeah, so well, around this side of the building, you've got, obviously the snow isn't here because that's where the chimney is. We spin around. The forge is here, so there's no snow there. And coming around this side, you can see how the snow slipped off there and dropped down on the floor. I thought that looked quite cool.
Open the roof.
Open the roof. Right, so inside, it's much the same as it was before. I think you've already seen it.
It's painted this time.
Yes, I've painted it up and it looks quite good. So that's the interior. There's a bookcase and a bed and a fireplace.
There's a hole in the floor.
There's also a hole in the floor, yeah. Because you never know what you could find in the floor.
Find Nazi gold. And then we can begin Dead Snow again.
Well, why would there be Nazi gold in the north?
Go on then, explain Dead Snow.
Yeah, Dead Snow's silly.
It's
It's just silly. So this is for our medieval range. Because I needed some Latvian era sort of buildings from what is now modern day Latvia up into Finland, down into central Russia. So I needed buildings which could more or less pass for anything. I didn't want to sort of typecast my buildings, so I could actually use them for different things. Obviously putting snow on them does mean I can only really use them for the eastern front, but for the east. But you could even get away with using these things in World War II, so they are quite versatile.
Why is the well so close to the house?
Because that's where the well would originally have been. They built a house here and the well was there. As time's gone on, they've built a forge, and of course you're going to put the forge next to the well, so you've got easy access to water.
I thought the well was supposed to be like half a mile away.
Wait, no, because you have to dig new wells when wells run dry.
Alright. So he built that one for himself.
Yeah, I mean,
self-centered.
only an idiot builds a village with no well.
Well, yeah, because you all die first.
Yeah, like see these adverts from these kids in Africa carrying bottles of water saying 50 or 8-year-old, whatever the name is, has to walk 15 miles a day to get
fake
water.
Names.
Made up fake names, and most of them are actually children of the people making the film. But the point is, well, what the hell are you doing living there? You know, it's a bit stupid.
Everyone else left. Weren't you?
Yeah, if you live that far from water, how on earth can you sustain any form of civilization? Because you have to spend all your time fetching water.
Yeah, because like you get water and you come back and you would have probably drank the water. You have to go back 1 hour later.
Yeah, it's silly. It's really dumb. So you build next to a river or stream, or you build next to a well, which is the best place to live. And if you can't do that anymore, then you move somewhere where you can, or you build a deeper well.
There are some very deep wells.
Yeah, the Sahara actually has masses of water underneath it. Driest place on earth. But if you dig down far enough, there's more water in the Sahara than there is in the Mediterranean.
Because the sun doesn't get time to evaporate it.
Yes.
It just goes down.
Yeah. So if you dig deep enough, you can always get water, even in the desert. But hey, I don't live there because I'm not thick. That's why you get most ancient villages and towns next to rivers, next to watercourses. Not much use next to the sea because you can't drink seawater, but
No, now anyway, definitely not.
Well, you couldn't then. Humans are
It's even worse now.
die if they drink seawater. Yeah, right now the stuff that's in the sea now.
You drink that, you get a horrible taste in your mouth.
Yeah, we dump huge amounts of excrement into the water, which is what crabs eat. They're like.
But I don't know why they're dumping it in the ocean.
I don't know why we eat crabs.
Oh god, no, oh god.
Think about it. What's a crab made out of?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's basically you're eating your own food.
What happens if it's only just eating some?
Yeah,
It's in its digestive system.
I don't think you actually eat the digestive system, but yes, yeah. That's
Yeah, so you cut it open,
Can
it
you-
starts squirting out.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Although you can't eat crabs raw
I don't like crabs.
because they're actually like jellyfish inside.
Electromagnetic.
It's a crab's exoskeleton. What you see is an exoskeleton of the creature that lives inside the crab. The crab doesn't look like the crab. It's actually a creature that lives inside the shell which operates it. Now I made it sound like a weird sort of machine. That's not what I mean.
Crabs are going to take over the world, guys.
Yeah, it's an arthropod, isn't it? So it's part of the spider family.
It's basically tortoise. You'll have shells to protect them.
No, a tortoise has a shell, but that's not the same species as a crab.
They have shells to protect them
Yes, yeah, it's a defensive thing.
from people.
But that's just crabs. I've always found crabs fascinating.
Have you seen a turtle's mouth?
Yes,
It's full of
I used to have a tortoise.
weird tentacles.
My father got a tortoise when he was a little boy. He was bought a tortoise by my grandfather, and the tortoise is still alive now, which is amazing.
Wow.
The tortoise, it's about 100 years old.
Where is it?
It's back where we used to live. The family on the back, they have tortoises, and so we gave it to them because we didn't have anywhere to look after it at the time.
I want a tortoise.
No, you don't. They're boring.
I want a tortoise.
They sleep all through winter in a box. Right? They don't come out all through winter, and in summer all they do is walk in circles and eat lettuce and cucumber. That is all they do. They just eat cucumber and lettuce. They do nothing else.
What tortoise must be really nice.
They're boring as hell, and they're terrifying they're really really heavy, and you have to pick it up to move it. And I was always terrified of picking it up because I didn't drop it because I had this constant fear that its shell would break and everyone would blame me. But I never dropped it, obviously.
If you did drop it, I don't think it would hurt it. It would just hide. As it was falling, it would just go into its shell.
My grandfather used to use it as a doorstop. When he was asleep, he'd put it next to keep the door open. And sometimes it would wake up and just wander off, and the door would shut, and he'd get in a bad mood. Anyway. No, but it was about 30 years old when my father got it, so it must be. Well, we're coming on for 100 at the moment. They do live a really long time. So, any more questions about this? Sorry, we talked about tortoises.
No.
I don't know how we got onto that. Oh God, living in my brain's weird. Thank you very much for watching. Do you want to do the outro?
So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and comment down below
About tortoises.
about tortoises and a forge and a well.
Yeah, so
And
and
bookcase.
we've already done this video. It's just showing us an update, so that's why we're not going into too much detail because I've already done it. Thank you very much for watching.
And that's it from me.
And everything from him. Goodbye.